Okay everyone, so welcome back to the railway. Doing upgrades to coaches for couplings. As you can see with this pack, I have kadees. I've got kadees on pretty much all my locomotives, and I've got them on the first rake of intercity coaches. Now with the intercity coaches, I use the Keen close coupling system. That's alright when you got a full rake of Mark 2 Ds, but with the Mark 3s, because there's so many different types of bodies on them, from the X Lima, the X Airfix, so on and so forth, that even the brand new ones, apart from the ones they've started, Hornby has produced within the last 3 years or so, have all been either body fixed to chassis with separate roof and glazing, or chassis with separate body, roof and glazing. Now the one where you got the separate chassis to the rest of it, that's fine, but the one where you got to take the top off, like on the fag packet buffet roof spray I done, my third video, going back 3 years now, that was a complete pig. It took me almost a day to take that one apart. So I've been trawling YouTube and just the net in general, and I've found another YouTuber who's converted some of his stuff to KDs. Now I haven't fully converted at the minute. I'm just done the test runs, affixed with some blue tack, hence why I've got this random blob of blue tack there. But if I move these two bottles of glue, you can see I have got a Mark 3 coach and a Mark 2D, both of the KD fitted to the bogies. So the only modification I've had to do was to unplug the original fat horrible Hornby coupling, which I've got here. So you got this horrible fat ugly thing and a retaining clip. That'll focus. There we go. So if I bring down one of the other coaches a sec, this is the Caledonian buffet respray done. Again, this one's also got, I could have just shown you the one that's in front of me. Oh, where are we? So there. So if I unclip the bogie, now with the Mark 3s you can unclip the bogies. The Mark 2s, they got a solid pin going through them, but there's enough clearance to do what you need to do without worrying about the side of the coach. So this is, I'll zoom back out for this one, but it'd be easier to show you. So we've got the clip. So all you got to do, pull, put that down, clip up either side of the retaining clip, pull that off, and you're left with that little section in front of you. Now that pin in the middle, you're going to have to grind down to level with the two side walls. My camera's at a 45-degree angle at the minute, so I'm having to look a bit funny and look at 3 different angles. So that pin in the middle needs to come down in line, and then all you've got to do is with a KD number 5, these ones, you assemble it. So the easiest way of doing this is upside down. So the instructions say to do it the box, then the KD, then the bronze spring, then the top unit. I found it easier to do the other way around, and I just realised I wasn't showing you any of that. So I find it easier to obviously make sure the little lip, you just see it there, that's the front. Okay, so front's that way, so you put the spring in, again with the open end forward, lining the pin up inside with the hole. Then the kadee, remember you got to put this up, that's the top, so you need the tail going upwards. And then the top box, again, it's got a hole in the front. Line them up. And it should just clip in like so. And then using the plastic magic, I just run a bead around. So let's do that. It's not necessary to shake it each time, but I tend to. It's a force of habit from college when using solvents and such forth. And I'm making sure it's all in line. Bead around the joint. Now, it doesn't matter if you put too much in, because the spring won't be affected by the plastic cement, nor the kadee, because they're both metal. You can see it drying straight in front of you, providing you don't take it apart with your thumbnail. And what I was doing is I was going inside the two little side mount holes as well, welding on the inside of them, just to give you a bit extra, just to give me a bit extra security. Make sure it's definitely welded in. There we go, that's your kadee. So if I show you on this Mark III, because I don't want to keep handling the Caledonian Sleeper, because I've resprayed it and I've got decals on it, it's a bit, not fragile, but it's a bit more fragile than one of these ones that has come from the factory. So this is the coupling as standard and the bogie. This is the bogie as redone. So what I'll do is I'll also show you the Mark II D. There's that one, and this is the new one. You can see where I've blue tacked it in. Now for the position of the kadee, you want the base of the jaw in line with just in front of the bottom of the vestibule or gangway, whatever you want to call it. I know some people get a bit funny with some terms. And again, with the Mark III, it's just in front. So what I'll do is I'll put these two up on the track. If you give me 2 seconds. So I'm holding the camera now, so apologies if it's a bit wobbly. So if I come down, bring him in, then I slowly wheel the Mark III up to him. You can see it's reduced the gap between the coaches. I know the foot plates aren't exactly lined up there, but from a distance that's alright. So if I swap this Mark II D over for the other Mark III, bearing in mind this one's only got one bogie on it at the minute, so have to be careful. If I wheel them together, you can see how it reduces the gap. That's how far it should be. So if I come and show you on another pair of Mark III's, the original gap, I'll just adjust the lens so I can see what I'm recording. So that's the original gap there. which is 2 scale feet, as I can prove with my steel rule. This will be upside down, but if I line it up there, 2 scale feet compared to, you don't want to see the ceiling, compared to 6 scale inches. So it's a reduction of 4 mil to the foot. It's a reduction of 6 mil or 18 scale inches. So what I'll do is I'll build the first rake of coaches, convert all of them over, which I think I shall do on the... I've already got 2 of these done. I'll do it on the Great Western rake, and then I shall show you what that's like finished. But I've also got some friends coming around later for a running session, so you'll be able to see what it's like during the running session as well. So I'll see you in a bit. Bye for now. Okay guys, so it's taken me about half an hour to convert the 5 coaches. Got the 4 Mark 3s, plus there's the Mark 2D up on the layout. So what I'll show you what I bought to do the conversion. I already had the bottle of Plastic Magic, so I needed 1 pot of super glue, which is over here. So just use bottle of Gorilla Glue, 15 grams, fiver from Tesco's. So job's good. And for the couplings themselves, I got, let's move you over and zoom in. So I got enough to convert 22 coaches. So that's both sets of First Great Western coaches, the set of ScotRail sleeper coaches and buffet, the Royal Train, and the NMT. Now for the NMT, I will need another pack of KDs because I need KD number 26s, which weren't in stock at the time. So this lot here, including postage, cost me 45 quid. Sounds a lot when you think there's only 5 little packs there, but that was a pair, or 2 pairs, so 4 couplings. They're number 5s, by the way. And then bought this one. This was 30 quid just for this little plastic pot, but this is 20 pairs, so there's 40 individual couplings. It's only got the phosphor spring and the actual KD itself. So then you need 2 for every one of these. You need 2 packs of these. So as you can see, 2 packs, and these have got 10 pairs. These have got 10 pairs. Let me tighten the camera back up. These have got 10 pairs of the draft boxes, so you got a top and a bottom. And then also bought a pack of number 18s as well. Now the number 18s are just a straight off plug-in NEM pocket, like I've got on all my locos. So I'll let all the glue dry and we'll go for the running session later on this evening. So see you again soon guys. Bye for now. Okay guys, so as you can see I've got the couplings all affixed and reassembled. There was a couple of little issues. The buffet car has got a little bit of a lip underneath the chassis and where the body meets, so that coach there. So just where the I mean, it's got them on all of the coaches, but it's only affecting the one on the buffet coach at the minute, so I might have to just sand that down a little bit. I've had to convert the KD on the locomotive from a number 18 to a number 19 because it was just pinching a little bit on the corners, but it wasn't quite so excessive to use number 20. But yeah, other than that, it looks a lot better. If I draw it forward, you You can see the gap between the coaches is much smaller, much nicer. It just looks a lot more prototypical. So what I'll do is I'll leave you with the footage from the running session. So see you again soon, guys. Bye for now.